Please be advised that the views and opinions of the host and guests do not reflect those of the station, the management, and its network.
The information provided in the show does not and is not intended to constitute legal advice. Instead, all information and content in the show are for general informational purposes only. No viewer should act or refrain from acting on the basis of information provided in the show without first seeking legal advice from a proper counsel. No attorney-client relationship is created or intended to be created with the audience of the show.
Muli si Attorney Al Jumrani. At syempre pa, hindi pwedeng wala ang aking katandem, ang unika iha at tanging prinsesa ng papa niya sa pagkakalam niya, si Judge Jingo Henko Nolasco. Hi, Judge.
Hello, Attorney Al, at hello din po sa lahat ng ating mga kahuntahan, both the old and the new. Na bago ko i-clarify ko na yung old and the new. Talaga ako lang ang prinsesa ng papa ko. Na kung hindi, yari siya sa akin. Pero hello pa. Okay, now, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng old and the new? When I say old, hindi po yun because of the age, but in terms of watching our show.
Correct.
Yung mga old kahuntahans natin, nandun na sa atin, from episode 1 o kaya naman from yung mga succeeding episodes, no? Pero yung mga early episodes natin. Until now, for which we are truly grateful. And syempre pa, thankful din tayo naman sa ating mga newbies o yung mga bago nating mga kahuntahan. So welcome po sa inyong lahat to another informative and enjoyable episode of People's Court. Mga kahuntahan, eto na, ang featured topic natin this week is another request po galing sa inyo. Kaya stay tuned po sa topic reveal namin in a short while. And syempre pa sa discussion natin about it sa second and third segments natin. But before that, magmamaridet or marites po muna ako kay Attorney Al. So, Attorney Al, ano ba ang latest o update sa'yo? Nalinaw ko na sa'yo, anong marites at maridet, especially nung long weekend na nakaraan, nung August 27 to 29.
Napaisip tuloy ako, ano ba yung maridet? Alam ko lang marites.
Oh, alam mo na, sinabi ko
so
na.
maridet pala is, mare,
Ang update,
Ayun.
yes.
So, dapat pala maridate.
Maridate. Teka, alam mo na, twist syempre, maridate.
Correct, maridate.
Yan.
Okay, anyway, naku Judge, thankful ako sa long weekend dahil nakapag-relax at nakapag-unwind tayo. Nasabi ko talagang, I'm taking back my weekend. No? Not just any long weekend, but any weekend for that matter. Sa dami ng trabaho, masasabi ko ng luxury na ang lazy days, no?
I
Tulad
agree.
nung long weekend na yun. Nakapag-grocery, nakapanood ng maraming mga movies sa tablet, at nung Monday, sinubukan ko ang napakasarap na pasta at kape ng Balay Cafe sa Barangay Inocencio 13 Martires, Cavite. Yes, super cozy ng place, tsaka masarap yung pagkain. So speaking of which, I'd like to say hi kina Razel at Saldi. So ngayon, ako naman ang magtutolits. Tara, magkipag-tolits tayo. Ano ba yung tolits ulit? Tol, anong latest? Ayan. So, kamusta naman ang National Heroes Day weekend mo, Judge?
Okay, before ko sagutin yan, na-intriga ako doon sa kinainan nyo. Kasi yun nga, kami, mahilig din kami sa mga food tripping eh. Anong specialty coffee nila doon?
Ayun, actually, kasi ano siya, para siya mainstream.
Okay.
So, but alternative siya to the more expensive.
I see.
So, meron silang, well, the usual, mga cappuccino,
Okay.
mga ganon. Tapos meron din silang mga frappuccino.
I see.
So,
Masarap naman.
masarap talaga.
Okay.
I mean, kung pipikit ka ganyan, hindi mo alam kung nasaan ka. Masaya mo talagang parang, alam mo na, yung mga more expensive
talaga ba?
cafe.
Tapos yung pasta nila masarap?
Ay, yung pasta talaga sarap.
Okay.
So, I tried the Cafe Alfredo. Sorry mga kauntahan, baka magugutom kayo dito sa ikukwento ko. Sa cafe, ano ba yun? Pasta Alfredo, chicken Alfredo.
Oh.
Ayan, oo. Tapos yung salted caramel,
Oh, wow.
frap. O, diba?
Malayo ba yun?
Malayo siya.
Okay.
Winaze namin. Alam mo, galing kami Makati, no? Umabot kami ng almost 3 hours.
Oh my God. Sige, maghanap na lang ako ng alternative doon. Pero anyway, doon sa tanong mo
Yes,
naman, tungkol sa
kamusta
long
naman?
weekend ko, ayun, hindi kami natuloy na naman kasi di ba may buskalan trip nga kami dapat sa
supposedly.
office. So hindi natuloy, pangalawang beses na ano nga namin, baka talagang ayaw kami patuloyin doon for whatever reason. Pero nireset pa namin yun na isa pang beses.
Okay.
Sabi namin, pagka hindi pa rin yun natuloy, ayun na talaga yung sign na ayaw tayo pupuntahin.
Maghanap na kayo ng ibang lugar.
Correct. Babawiin na lang namin yung aming down
Ay
payment.
nga pala, bayad na kayo dun, no?
May 50% eh. So, yun
okay.
yung kung paano siya mababawi. But
Sayang,
anyway, yun
sayang,
na.
no? Pero sige lang.
Correct. Dahil hindi kami natuloy, kaya yun, Friday night, nag-night cap kami mag-iina. Tapos Saturday sa bahay lang. Tapos Sunday to Monday, nakahanap kami. Kasi mabilisan lang, yung mga last minute lang na staycation. Pero within Metro Manila lang. Okay siya kasi nakapag-relax kami. Basta somewhere,
Okay,
mamaya
somewhere.
somewhere
Mukhang
out
mamahalin
there.
to, friends.
Hindi. Okay lang, kaya nga, tuwan-tuwa kami kasi parang siya good deal siya talaga kasi may buffet breakfast na and all that. So, nag-enjoy kaming mag-iina kasama si Mama and kahit na merong some work na kailangang tapusin pa rin, pero at least, mas relaxed eh. So, yun yung maganda. Tapos yun nga, we were able to have quality time together. Kami mag-iina at saka si Mama,
Mamo.
which is very important. Yun yun.
Yeah, so at least yung nga, sabi mo nga, at least relax, no? Not like the other weekends
Yes,
na nag-work
oo.
ka pa rin talaga.
Pero yun nga, dapat pala talaga, long weekend lang.
Oo,
Hindi
lagi
weekend.
dapat long weekend. Kasi,
Correct.
sobrang nag-enjoy talaga ako. Kasi alam mo, nakahiga lang ako,
Yes.
nanonood ako ng mga movies, nakapag-grocery, nakabili ako ng saging. Alam mo, kasi ang mahal kasi ng saging talaga sa supermarket.
Oo.
No? Tapos kaya, napadaan ako doon sa may parang palengking ganyan. So yun
nakabili
na,
ka.
kasi talaga kalahating kilo, nasa 75 pesos.
Oo.
Oo, so laki-laki pa, no? Oo. Ayun, kaya talaga.
Hindi ko o sige, bakit?
So, yun, so that's great, Judge. Ay, buti naman nakapag-relax ka kahit paano.
True, Attorney Allen, lalo na ikaw. Kasi kailangan mo yon dahil mas marami kang ganap sa akin. Kaya okay sinabi mo na take back your weekend. Yun na nga, sa sobrang dami ng ganap mo, ipinapasa ko na nga sa'yo. Ang corona, ayan, tanggapin mo, ang corona ni Curatsa, ang babaeng walang pahinga. O, diba?
Ay, kasi haba-haba ko. And I, thank you.
O, diba?
Pero, Judge, dapat may scepter din, di ba? At pati kapa.
May kapwa ba scepter ngayon sa mga beauty contest natin? Di ba
naman siya.
corona
Oo,
na lang,
corona
di
na lang,
ba?
correct. Ayan, pero still, gusto ko pa rin na may kapa at scepter para mas feel ko ang pagiging Curatsa queen ko.
Naku, ikaw talaga, Attorney Al. Sige, dadalhin ko next time yung pulang shawl ko.
okay.
Tapos, I think mystic tayo dyan
Mystic,
somewhere.
grabe naman.
Para yun na lang ang kapa at scepter mo, di ba? Pero
nako.
eto na, bago kasi tayo ma-off track na naman, magbalik tanaw na muna tayo sa nakaraang episode natin on the notarial rules with Judge Tess Dizon. Roll VTR. Okay. Now, ito naman yung question ko. Kasi ito, alam na, sa mga nagpapanotaryo, parang yung kinuwento mo kanina na nag-execute ng judicial affidavit.
Yes, correct.
Tapos yung tinanong nung judge kung nag-appear siya sa notaryo, hindi pala siya nag-appear.
Kasi
O yan,
pinadala lang yung dokumento.
Pinadala lang yung dokumento. And that's actually a common practice yata. So po pwede ba yung judge test na halimbawa ako yung pumirma sa document, sa affidavit, tapos iba ang nagpanotaryo, hindi na ako nag-appear dun sa notaryo. Tapos yung proxy na lang, kung sino man yung nagpadala ng nagdala na lang ng ID ko. Po pwede ba yun?
Bawal po yan.
Oh.
Kasi yan po ay a prohibition under the 2004 rules on notarial practice. Kung ako po ay nagle-lecture sa MCLE, sa mga abogado, sinasabi ko na yan ang favorite violation ng lawyers.
Tama, oo.
Dahil hindi po nila nire-require yung presence noong signatory to the document.
Basta
Yan
may
ay
ID.
bawal.
Oo.
Kailangan po i-require ng notary public yung presence ng signatory ng document during the time of the notarization. So,
Yun ba ay may legal effect or negative effect dun sa document itself?
yung epekto po nung halimbawa, it is defective as to the notarization, it will not be considered as a public document.
Okay.
Pero it may be considered as a private document and valid pa yon between the parties.
I see.
Kaya lang, hindi siya considered as a public document kasi meron siyang defect
I see.
dun sa notarization. Now, yung lawyer, the notary public may have administrative cases against him.
Maraming salamat uli sa ating production team for the highlights from our previous episode. At syempre pa sa ating special guest na si Judge Tess Dizon na ang dami talagang naibahagi at nilinaw tukol sa notarial rules. So Judge, anong takeaway mo from our last episode?
Okay, before that, Attorney Al, I will second or segundahan ko yung pagpapasalamat mo kay Judge Tess Dizon. So Judge Tess, maraming salamat uli. At sana ipaunlakan mo uli ang invitation namin to be a special guest in People's Court for another topic naman. So with that, yung sa anong takeaway, magpapaalala lang ako uli sa ating mga kahuntahan tungkol sa kahalagahan ng pagpapanotaryo ng isang dokumento, no? So gaya ng paulit-ulit na sinasabi ng Korte Suprema sa mga kaso, lalo na nga sa mga administrative cases against lawyers na may notarial commission, hindi po isang meaningless or empty act ang pagnonotaryo. Mahalaga po ito dahil, quote-unquote ito, notarization converts a private document to a public document, making it admissible in evidence without further proof of its authenticity. Yan po ang sinabi uli ng Supreme Court sa March 2022 case of Attorney Fortes versus Attorney Arenas. Kaya mga kahuntahan, mag-iingat po tayo sa kung kanino kayo magpapanotaryo ng mga dokumento ninyo. Siguraduhin nyo po, unang-una, na abogado po yun kasi kailangan na ang isa pong notaryo ay abogado. At hindi lang po basta abogado, dapat po ay may valid notarial commission po siya, yung pong pagpapanotaryohan nyo. So, ikaw naman, Attorney Al.
Okay, thank you, Judge. So, dagdag ko lang doon sa sinabi ni Judge na talagang mahalaga ang Notarial Act. It makes a private document a public document which enjoys the presumption of due execution. Malaking bagay yun, lalo na kung na-involve sa isang kaso ang isang dokumento. Kaya dapat sa mga magpapanotaryo, siguraduhin nyo na legit ang notary public. Payo nga ni Judge Tess, pwede ninyong i-check sa Office of the Bar Confidant sa Supreme Court kung abogado nga talaga siya at sa Office of the Clerk of Court ng Regional Trial Court kung may notarial commission siya at kung current pa. Mas mabuting nang maging maingat dahil tandaan, laging nasa huli ang pagsisisi.
Oh, tama yun. And as always, well said, Attorney Al. So mga kahuntahan, kung na-miss nyo po ang nakaraang episode natin tungkol sa notarial law, always available po yung episode na yon in one click sa ating YouTube channel and Facebook page. And actually, hindi lang po yun ang available in one click. Pati na rin po ang lahat ng previous episodes natin mula pa sa episode 1.
That's right, mga kauntahan. Pag nag-binge watch po kayo ng past episodes ng People's Court, makikita nyo po ang evolution at improvements ng show, pati na rin po ng hosts.
Ayan, oo nga, no? Pati pagtanda natin. Over the past 10 months, imagine, Attorney Al, mag-1 year na pala tayo sa November, di ba? Ang bilis talaga, no? Sabi nga ni Gloria Estefan, time flies when you're having fun.
Correct.
And again, maraming salamat po, mga kahuntahan, sa walang sawa niyong suporta sa People's Court. Para po sa inyo ang show na ito, and we will not exist without you po.
Kaya mga kahuntahan, patuloy nyo po suportahan ang People's Court at ang mga parating pang interesting and informative episodes natin na talaga namang makakatulong sa inyong empowerment through proper legal information. People's Court airs every Thursday at 7 p.m. on GNN, which is Channel 1 on GSAT and other affiliate cable providers. Meron din po ang GNN sa free channel o UHF, it's Channel 47. We again encourage you, mga kauntahan, na kumuha po kayo ng GSAT dahil madali lang po kumuha nito at magaan pa sa bulsa.
Yes.
Yung monthly or kung yung cost, hindi po yung buong satellite ang magaan sa bulsa.
Okay.
Pag may GSAT po kayo, hindi lang po People's Court at iba pang show sa GNN ang ma-access ninyo, kundi pati na rin ang iba pang in-demand cable and local channels. At syempre pa, we guarantee na bukod sa People's Court, may enjoy nyo rin ang ibang GNN shows tulad ng Sa Barangay Tayo, Showbiz Chismax, Millennial TV at marami pang iba.
Correct ka dyan, Attorney Al. At syempre pa, mga kahuntahan, kung may mga tanong, comments, suggestions po kayo sa amin, please contact us or YouTube channel, Facebook page, pati na rin po sa TikTok and Twitter. Either mag-iwan kayo ng comment or mag-direct message po kayo sa amin.
Gaya na lang ngayon, Judge, no? Meron tayong featured question na sasagutin natin sa Legally Speaking segment natin. Pero before that, syempre, kailangan na muna natin mag-shout out, especially since hindi natin nagawa ito nung last episode natin dahil sa lack of material time. So, Judge, mauna ka na bumati ngayon kasi lagi mo naman akong pinapauna. Age before beauty.
Ganon. Anong age before beauty ka dyan? Age and beauty. Before cuteness. Yun na lang. Mas maganda pa.
Talaga lagi sa kanya, no? Age and beauty talaga sa kanya.
Kailangan
Ako,
ma-emphasize
cuteness
yun. Cute. Hindi, sige. Handsomeness. Ganon.
Hindi, kailangan din beauty and cuteness.
Sige.
Joke lang. So, ayan. Sige na nga, Judge. Hindi ka na talaga mabiro. Pero kidding aside, mauna ka na kasi konti lang naman binabati mo eh.
Oo nga, no. Ikaw kasi super dami. Especially since 20,000 na ang subscriber sa YouTube. Grabe. Congrats, no? Baka naman gusto mo magpakape, Attorney Al.
Judge, kakakape lang natin, di ba? Huwag ka masyadong malakas magkape. Not good for your health. Baka kabahan ka lagi.
Ganon? Naku, lumulusot ka pa, Attorney Al. Sige, kung ayaw mong kape, madali naman akong kausap. Pwede namang milk tea na lang.
Ay, ano ba yan, Judge? Masama din sa'yo yun. Matamis yun at maraming calories. Nakakataba. Bawal.
Nako, talaga naman. Ayaw mo lang manlibre. Sige, to be continued na lang ang usapang librehan, ha?
Sige.
Babati na ako. So, ang binabati ko ngayon ay mag-advance happy birthday ako to my dearest cousin na parang kapatid ko na, si Maita Toral. Hindi na ako mag-age reveal kasi baka magalit siya sa akin, pero may clue. She's 2 years younger than me. Oh, so, alam na. Happy birthday on September 13, Maita. May God bless you more and looking forward to seeing you again soon. And pagaling ka kasi medyo she's feeling a little bit under the weather now.
Wow, so pagaling po kayo and happy birthday, Ate Maita. O, di ba naki-ate na din ako? Well, anyway, ako din, Judge, may babatiin ng maligayang kaarawan. Happy birthday to my dearest cousin na si Ate Annabel na nasa London, UK ngayon. Miss you, ingat ka lagi dyan, and hello na lang sa lahat ng mga afam dyan.
Baka may ano na siyang afam din.
Ay, di siya nagsasabi, pero feeling ko naman.
Baka meron na.
Oo.
So, hello and happy birthday din sa'yo, ate. At naki-ate, pero hindi pala. Annabel lang kasi mas matanda ako sa kanya, di ba? At sa lahat ng mga AFAM, favorite po ni Attorney Al, na binati ni Attorney Al. Favorite na topic, hindi po kasi may partner na po si Attorney Al. He's very happy. Yan.
Yes.
Sana po ay patuloy niyong panoorin ang show and mga future episodes namin in addition to this one po. And with that, Attorney Al, it's about time na mag-topic reveal na tayo.
Oo nga, Judge. Kasi I'm sure na kanina pa yun inaabangan ng mga kauntahan natin kung ano nga ba ang requested topic na feature natin na i-feature natin in today's episode. Mga kauntahan, kung napapansin nyo po, nakailang episodes na rin po na nababanggit o napag-uusapan namin ni Judge itong AFAM, no? Ipagpapatuloy po natin ang usapang AFAM in this week's episode. Yun nga lang, unlike sa adoption episode natin na medyo masaya ang konteksto ng usapang AFAM dahil nga sa pag-a-adopt ng isang AFAM ng isang anak ng Filipino spouse, in this week's episode, medyo malungkot kasi we will be discussing about foreign divorce. Specifically, yung kanyang recognition or pagkikilala dito sa ilalim ng batas natin.
Yun, that's right, Attorney Al. Medyo malungkot mang pag-usapan ito kasi nga, di ba, love story gone sour yung konteksto nito eh. We still need to discuss about the recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines para na rin sa karagdagang legal information ng ating mga kahuntahan, lalo na nga at ang daming misconception about foreign divorce, di ba?
True. Kaya abangan nyo po ang mas malalim na pagtalakay tungkol sa topic na ito sa pagbabalik ng People's Court.
The information provided in this show does not and is not intended to constitute legal advice. Instead, all information and content in this show are for general informational purposes only. No viewer should act or refrain from acting on the basis of information provided in this show without first seeking legal advice from a proper counsel. No attorney-client relationship is created or intended to be created with the audience of the show.
Welcome back to People's Court, mga kahuntahan. Nagulat po ba kayo na ako uli ang nag-intro sa second segment? Munti ko na nga po makalimutan na ako pala. Pero para naman po maiba from time to time. Malay nyo, sa susunod, yung special guest na natin ang mag-i-introduce sa segment na ito, di ba?
Tama. Para maiba.
Para iba naman. Seriously though, narito po na po tayo sa Legally Speaking segment natin kung saan magbibigay tayo ng overview tungkol sa featured topic natin today on the recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines. Sa segment ding ito natin sasagutin ang featured question natin for today. At syempre pa, bago pa matapos ang Legally Speaking segment natin, ipapakilala lang natin ang ating special guest for today. Ako po ulit si former Judge Jing Uyenko Nolasco, together with the sikat na
Grabe.
and YouTube sensation na sana ay manlibre naman, Attorney Aljum Randy.
Gabi. Dapat pala ako na ang nag-intro rito para hindi na naisingit yung tukos sa panlilibre.
Ganon?
No? But thanks, Judge, for the intro. Sige na nga, ililibre na kita ng UCC coffee. Pero 3-in-1 nga lang.
Ganon?
At saka meron pa isa, pero I'm not sure if it's still available. Yung cake pala siya, hindi pala siya coffee. Yung BTS.
Ayan. So, meron
Better
ako-
than... Oo, yeah. Oo, better than cake. Oo. Yeah.
So may
oo.
ka-partner ng kape ko.
Oh yes, kape at
Oh,
saka
sige.
hanapan kita nun kung available pa.
At saka pero kung 3-in-1 ha, at hindi yun talagang doon sa store. Kailangan 10 boxes.
Grabe naman.
Okay, kasi
Mamaya
10
baka-
sachets yun.
mamaya baka kailangan ko na i-credit card yan tapos installment ng 36 months.
Grabe ka. Hindi mo ganun kamahal yung UCC coffee, tapos dadagdagan mo lang ng BTS na cake. Para
Yes.
masarap yun.
Oo.
Ayun, sige. Thank you in
Sige.
advance. Anyways, Attorney Al, ano bang featured question natin for today?
Okay, Judge. So yung featured question natin for today is from our kahuntahan na itago na lang natin sa alias na Amboy. Attorney Al at Judge Jing, maganda araw. Palagi ako nanonood na inyong programa sa TV. Nais ko po magtanong tungkol sa aking problema. Ako po ay hiwalay sa aking asawa, mahigit 8 years na at may 2 na akong anak ngayon. Ang tanong ko po, ako ay makakasuhan ba ng concubinage? At kung hahatulan ako at makonvict, pwede ba akong diretsyong hulihin ng pulis?
Ayun. And actually, meron pang mga pahabol na mga tanong si Amboy kasi kinaklarify niya. Parang feeling ko nga takot na takot siya doon sa pagkakakulong eh.
Oo, correct.
Kasi tinanong niya rin yung possible penalty raw pag na-convict siya at kung kailan daw pwede mag-issue ng warrant of arrest laban sa kanya. Now, nasagot naman na natin ang mga tanong na ito ni Amboy. Actually, sabi nga natin sa kanya, wag siya masyado mag-worry doon kasi nga usually mga gantong klase ng kaso, pagka hindi lumabas si complainant,
Correct.
dismiss din naman,
Yes,
no?
because it's a crime.
It's a
Private crime,
Private crime
which
siya.
cannot be prosecuted.
yes, walang-wala si complainant.
Oo, yes. Ang galing talaga ni Judge.
Oo nga, parang,
Recitation.
parang pinag-recite ako bigla. Anyway, so Attorney Al, ano ba dun sa tanong na yon?
Okay, so bakit ako? Di ba dapat ikaw na sumuot dahil ako nagbasa ng tanong?
Ay, ganon. Akala ko ikaw na rin ang sasagot. Kasi naman, di ba, ikaw na nagbasa, ikaw dapat ang sasagot noon.
Ganon ba yon? Pwede ba ikaw na lang total, sinagot mo na rin kasi siya sa YouTube. Sa YouTube ba siya o Facebook?
Sa Facebook.
Facebook, ayan.
Sige na nga, kahit na may ambag din naman ako, pero dun sa mga clarificatory questions ni Amboy. Pero sa susunod ikaw na.
Okay, sige.
Meron pa kasing tanong actually itong si Amboy.
Oo, ang dami pala
After
niya.
that,
Oo, related
oo.
din ba dito sa
Hindi.
question? Ay,
Hindi na.
ano yung isang
Mamaya,
tanong niya?
Yung isang tanong naman niya tungkol sa accretion.
Accretion.
Oo,
O
so-
diba, from concubinage to accretion.
Oo, parang akala ko nga nung nabasa ko yun sa messenger, akala ko iba na.
iba na.
Iba ng tao.
O, ibang tao na.
Yung pala,
Siya pa din.
Siya pa rin.
O,
So,
diba?
accretion. Sabi
Oo.
ko naman sa kanya, o sige, sa susunod, yung question niyang yun, i-feature naman natin.
Oo, sa susunod na episode.
Oo.
Ayan.
So, ako na ang sasagot nito.
Okay, go.
Hindi, baka gusto mo ikaw na.
Ayoko, ikaw da. Kasi nga naman, 'di ba? I mean, aside from of course, it's something that a married person can relate. Oh.
Okay.
Also, dahil nga, di ba, isang kaso siya na within the jurisdiction of the METC. So, Judge, what can you say about the question of Amboy?
Okay, sige na nga. Meron ka pang gano'n na ang dami pang palabok, no? Pero sige, I'll discuss this one. And gaya na nga nasabi ko, yung next one sa'yo na, yung tungkol sa accretion. Deal na yun,
Deal.
ha?
Yes,
Okay.
G na G ako dyan, Judge. Akin na accretion, sa'yo na ang concubinage.
Ba parang yung pelikula ulit na nabanggit natin, Iyo ang Cavite, sa akin ang
Akin ang
Tondo.
Tondo.
Tama ba yun? Anyway, sige, let's discuss a bit about concubinage. Sa Filipino, ito po yung pangangalunya. More specifically, ito po ang pagtataksil ng asawang lalaki sa kanyang asawang babae, pero under certain circumstances. Kasi, iba po yung sa lalaki, pag yung lalaki nagtaksil doon sa asawa niyang babae, pero pag yung babaeng asawa naman ang nagtaksil doon sa asawa niyang lalaki, ang tawag naman doon ay adultery. So magkaiba yon. Pero balik muna tayo sa concubinage kasi yun yung tanong ni Amboy. Pwedeng makasuhan si hubby, katulad ni Amboy, ng krimen na ito kapag ginawa niya ang alinman sa mga sumusunod. Una, pag nakipagtalik siya sa isang babae na hindi niya asawa under scandalous circumstances. Now, ano ba tong scandalous circumstances na
Yung
yun?
may scandal?
Si Willie, parang mga scandal yung video. Si Willie, ating cameraman, napapay attention na, Willie, huwag kang papahuli ng ganyan. Anyway, i-discuss natin yan. Kasi parang maganda nga to for another episode, di ba? So, bibitinin namin kayo tungkol doon sa scandalous circumstances. Punta tayo sa pangalawa. Pagka itinira niya si other woman niya doon sa conjugal dwelling nila or sa bahay nila mag-asawa,
no?
that will also constitute concubinage. Pangatlo, kapag nakipag-live-in siya kay other woman sa ibang bahay, yun din po pwede siya doon sa concubinage. Now, yung sa sitwasyon ni Amboy na nagkaanak siya ng dalawa sa iba, po pwedeng sigurong makonsider yon sa number 1. At pag nakikisama siya sa ina ng mga anak niya doon sa ibang bahay, no, papasok din yan sa number 3. Kasi hindi rin niya naman kinlarify, baka doon na nga niya itinira
Doon sa bahay din nila. Oo,
So
diba?
sa number 2 naman yung papasok. Now, doon naman sa tanong niya kung ano ang penalty for concubinage, yung sa lalaki, it is from 6 months, 1 day to 4 years and 2 months. Yun yung prison correctional in its minimum and medium periods. Now, doon naman sa other woman, anong penalty
sa
doon?
kanya? Kulong din.
Hindi.
Oh, hindi pwede ikulong kasi kung ikulong din sila, di nagsama sila.
Hindi, magkahiwalay naman
Magkawala.
sila.
Okay.
Destiero or banishment.
Ayun.
Or yung pagbabawas sa pagtira malapit sa complainant within a 25-kilometer radius. So, pagbabawalan yon. Yung complainant na tinutukoy ay syempre yung wife naman. Now, yung tungkol naman sa question ni Amboy sa kung kailan siya pwede hulihin. Kasi yung parang kabado siya talaga.
Bakit parang pinaghahandaan niya?
Hindi ko nga alam eh, parang ina-anticipate niya na gano'n eh. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, wag siya masyado mag-worry, di ba? Pwede lang yun pag may warrant of arrest na inisyo ang korte, pag na-file ang kaso sa korte, at may order na ang korte tungkol sa pag-issue ng warrant of arrest.
Correct. Kaya yan, maraming salamat, Judge, for that clarification. Pwede siguro tayong mag-future topic on
Yes.
that, no? Yung concubinage, adultery, and other crimes of infidelity.
Oo nga.
Yan.
Good idea. Lalo na nga't paboritong theme sa mga teleserye at pelikulang
Yes.
Pilipino,
Oo.
ang tungkol sa kaliwa.
Correct,
Sa
no?
ng mga mag-aasawa. Ang dami na
Oo.
yan, di ba? So abangan nyo po yan mga kahuntahan, ang future topic natin on that. In the meantime, add ko rin pala itong sa question ni Amboy, no? Na baka pumasok din yung sa sitwasyon ni Amboy, ayaw sana kitang takutin, Amboy, pero yung marital infidelity kasi, pwede rin siya na maging criminal case of VAUSI or yung violence against women and children under psychological abuse.
O nga pala, Judge, pwede rin yan na VAUSI.
Oo.
Kaya, Amboy, sana ay mas nadagdagan pa ang kaalaman mo tungkol sa concern mo on concubinage. Now, pwede mo rin balikan ang past episode natin on VAUSI with Judge Lisa Flores kung gusto mo pang malaman kung paano naging VAUSI ang marital infidelity o pangangaliwa.
And kung may iba pa kayong tanong, mga kahuntahan, bukod kay Amboy, and Amboy, hindi sa gusto namin ikaw pakabahin, pero yun nga yung
yes.
sitwasyon, no? Kung meron ka pa ibang tanong at mga kahuntahan, let us know po you know what to do dahil nabanggit na namin kanina on how to reach us.
And with that, pwede na tayong pumunta sa topic natin for today on the recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines. Mga kauntahan, as we already mentioned in our initial episode with Dean Sol Mawis on nullity of marriage, the general rule in the Philippines is that bawal pa rin po ang divorce sa Pilipinas. Hindi pa po ito kinikilala under our laws. In fact, tanging Pilipinas na lang, no? Aside from the Vatican, well, of course, it's expected, it's the Vatican, no? Ipinagbabawal, no? Pilipinas at Vatican na lang ang mga bansa ipinagbabawal ang absolute divorce. Nakailang beses na rin pong na-file ang divorce bill sa Kongreso pero hindi ito nagiging matagumpay.
That's right, Attorney Al. Ito nga latest attempt is the recent refiling of the divorce bill by the Albay 1st District Representative Edsel Lagman. Nangyari yan last July 2022 lang. Ito po ang House Bill number 78, which is an act reinstituting divorce for the dissolution of marriage. According to Representative Lagman, he is hopeful that, ito yung quotation niya, beleaguered and tormented wives can soon be liberated from irretrievably dysfunctional marriages or inordinately abusive marital relations. Dun sa House Bill na yon, no? Sabi pa ni Representative Lagman, divorce is for, ito na ulit yung quotation niya, the exceptional cases when the marital union is irremediably severed.
Ayun. Wala
Diba?
nang chance na maibalik.
Yun, correct. At meron pa, wait, there's more.
Meron pa
Sabi
pala.
niya pa, marriage still is a human institution that could collapse and wither because of human imperfections and limitations.
Tao
So,
lang
diba?
talaga.
Correct.
Correct.
So as in the past, wait and see muna tayo kung hanggang saan naabot itong House Bill number 78. In other words, mga kahuntahan, abangan ang susunod na kabanata.
Oo nga, Judge. Parang teleserye ang peg ng divorce bill sa Pilipinas, no?
Oo nga eh.
Pero ang point natin dyan is that kahit ipinagbabawal pa rin ang absolute divorce, meron pa ring chance, no, na mag-file ng divorce ang isang Pilipino, no? Kasi nga for every general rule may exception. So as far as Philippine law is concerned, no, we recognize foreign divorce no, or a divorce obtained abroad. Ayan. Now, when does this apply at paano ba ito ginagawa? Yan ang tatalakayin ng masusi pa mamaya with our special guest.
Oo, that's right, Attorney Al. Although yun nga, sa foreign divorce, yung kaya linawin natin kung
yes.
kailan ba ito mag-a-apply sa Filipino as an exception, di ba? In the meantime, we need to clarify na muna yung popular misconception ng ilang mga kababayan natin na nag-aakala na pagka kinasal sila sa ibang bansa at both Filipino
Correct.
sila, no? At nag-divorce sila later on, na automatic valid yung divorce nila sa Pilipinas. Kaya with that wrong notion kasi, may mga kababayan tayo na mas preferred nila na magpakasal
Correct.
abroad kasi nga iniisip nila na pagka hindi naman nag-workout yung marriage nila, kahit wala tayong divorce sa Pilipinas, pwede sila mag-obtain ng divorce doon kung saan sila kinasal kasi pwede ang divorce doon sa bansang pinagpakasalan nila. Yun.
Pero mali yun, di ba?
Yun nga.
Oo, correct. Kaya ayan, dahil nga sa maraming mga tao na, alam mo, may sarili-sarili interpretation sa batas, sinasabi na, pwede na. O, di ba, meron pa nga tayong, itong gusto natin gawing topic din
Yes.
on yung nullity of marriage. But anyway, surprise na lang yan para
Oo
sa
nga.
kanila. Kaya, Judge, hindi lang clarification ang kailangan natin, kundi correction ng misconception na yon.
True, Attorney Al. And before going to a more detailed discussion about our topic, it is best to introduce na our special guest for today.
Sige, Judge. Our special guest for today is a seasoned family law practitioner. In fact, she successfully represented the petitioner in the recent landmark case of Tan Andal versus Andal, which we also discussed in our maiden episode. She is the managing partner of the Espina and Yumol Espina Law Office. Trivia po, our special guest is an Ateneo Law classmate and good friend of one of our previous special guests na si Commissioner Manny Reguera.
That's right, Attorney Al. At maliit talaga ang mundo. Kasi ito, two things, no? Una-una, ka-works din nila ni Commissioner Manny. Ang isa ko ring friend from our parish, Attorney Patita Estaniel. So, hi, Ate Pats. At ito pa, add ko na rin, hindi pala 2, 3. Pangalawa, kanina lang namin na-discover
Oh.
talaga small world kasi we came from the same law office.
Oh, talaga?
pala. Hindi lang kami
Oh.
same year.
Nice.
Nauna siya, tapos parang nung pag-alis niya after a few years, kami naman nung husband ko ang sumunod. Pangatlo, na-meet, so yun nga, hindi kasi kami nag-abot sa law office na yun. So una kami nag-meet doon nung nag-appear siya sa akin sa METSI pala at saka sa Tanawan. At ito masasabi ko, I can definitely say that our special guest is a true officer of the court.
Nice.
Based on what I observed when she appeared before me nga doon sa METC Las Piñas at saka sa RTC Tanawan. She was always prepared, respectful to the court, and of course, well-versed with the law and the rules. Pero kahit ganun siya, napaka-humble niya. Kaya nga natutuwa ako. Pero syempre, as a judge, di ka pwede magpakita na.
Oo, di naman pwede,
Diba?
"Hi!"
Hindi pwede ganun, hindi pwede comment, diba? So, yun lang. Pero I was really impressed.
Yeah,
And I'm
oo nga.
happy.
Sana all, no? Sana
Oo,
lahat
all.
ganyan.
Napaka-humble
Correct,
niya pa,
correct.
diba?
Oo.
So, without further ado, we welcome to the People's Court stage, Attorney Mylene Yumul Espina.
Yeah.
Hello, Attorney Mylene.
Good evening, Judge Jill.
Hello.
Good evening, Attorney
Hello.
Al.
Ayan.
Ayan, thank you very
Good evening
much.
po sa lahat.
Ayan.
Thank you very
Yung
much.
mga kahuntahan.
Kahuntahan,
Kahuntahan,
yes.
yes,
So,
tama.
indeed, from our end, no, we thank you very much for accepting our invitation to guest in our show today and to discuss the topic on recognition of foreign divorce.
Thank you also for having me.
Thank you. Our pleasure. It's our greater
Honor,
pleasure.
yes.
Ngayon, dahil do sa introduction, nasabi namin na you represented the petitioner in the Tan Andal versus Andal, and somehow it's it's trailblazing, and kaya marami rin excited kung paano i-decide yung mga future psychological incapacity cases. Pero you clearly broke the glass ceiling for many of these petitioners, no? Anong sekreto? How did you win that case?
There's really no secret, pero kami, well, it's a journey between a client and a lawyer, and it's really holding hands.
Yeah.
So for us, it was patience, persistence, and prayers. We had to be patient because the proceedings in the Court of Appeals is long, and the proceedings in the Supreme Court is longer. For the persistence aspect, we won already in the lower court, so we didn't see. We
an
didn't
appeal na.
expect that they would file an appeal, but the respondent filed an appeal, so we lost in the appeal. So like my client was already ready to give up, and I said, no, we have to persist because we really have sufficient ground for the nullity of your marriage. So we went up to the Supreme Court in 2011.
Wow.
And the results
And the results
came
came
out.
2020.
O, di ba? Persistence, tsaka
Correct.
patience.
Grabe, no?
Grabe.
Tsaka prayers din kasi nga my client and I I don't like it because I don't like it that the client is put on hold. And for this in this instance 21 years.
Yeah, oo
This
nga.
started out as a custody case, and then the child was 2 years old. By the time the hearing was in the Supreme Court,
Yes.
or the case was in the Supreme Court, she was already 24.
Oh, the child.
Oh,
di
diba?
ba?
Kakaiyak.
Oo nga. Pero yun nga,
Ayan,
congratulations.
Thank
At ang
you.
galing
Thank
naman
you.
talaga,
Galing,
Attorney
oo.
Mylene. Kasi
you.
yun na nga, parang welcome case talaga.
Correct,
itong
welcome,
Tan-Andal eh.
oo.
Kasi after that, di ba, parang kahit papano, na iba yung pananaw ng mga korte natin tungkol nga dito.
I think they relaxed it so
Yeah.
that way the issue on the divorce can be settled in the legislature, whereas
Correct.
here,
Here,
the
yes.
parties can now find a way to
Yun
be
nga.
free from the shackles
Oo.
of a
Bad
bad
marriage.
marriage.
True,
Yeah.
true. Gusto ko pa nga sana magtanong pa tungkol sa Tan-Andal, pero mamaya na lang off-cam. In the meantime, mga kahuntahan, abangan nyo po mamaya sa Amicus Curiae segment natin ang ating mas malalim na talakayan with Attorney Mylene Yumul Espina tungkol sa recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines. Yan ay sa pagbabalik ng
People's Court.
The information provided in this show does not and is not intended to constitute legal advice. Instead, all information and content in this show are for general informational purposes only. No viewer should act or refrain from acting on the basis of information provided in this show without first seeking legal advice from a proper counsel. No attorney-client relationship is created or intended to be created with the audience of the show.
Welcome back to People's Court, mga kauntahan. Ako pa rin ito, wala na iba, si Atty. Al Jumrani with my People's Court partner, Judge G. Oyenko Nolasco. This is the Amicus Curiae segment, and as you already know by now, Amicus Curiae means friend of the court. At ang ating friend of the court and special guest today, nagagabayan tayo tungkol sa topic ng recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines ay ang family law expert na si Atty. Mylene Yumul Espina.
At syempre pa, para marami tayong makover, simulan na natin ang talakayan with Atty. Mylene. So, Atty. Al, ikaw na mag-start.
Yes, simulan natin dahil mukhang mahaba-haba ito. No?
Oo nga.
Yes, so Atty. Mylene, preliminary question. Ano ang view mo sa divorce sa Philippines? Are you for or against it? At ano ang fearless forecast mo no, dito sa latest initiatives in Congress under the present Congress to legalize absolute marriage in the Philippines?
Divorce.
Sorry, what did I say?
Absolute
marriage.
Absolute divorce in the Philippines.
Absolute divorce.
Okay, first and foremost, I believe in second chances.
No.
I also believe in true love.
Aw.
And if you're married to the right person, it really works out. But then, we are all human.
Correct.
So, if this divorce will give a second chance to a person, then why not? But I am also Catholic. So,
Yeah.
that's a big conflict for us Catholics, especially my daughter is from a parish school, so it's very clear that divorce is not something that should even be entertained. So, but the thing is, me as a practitioner,
Yan.
first and foremost, like if someone comes to me for a nullity of marriage, I make sure that it's already beyond reconciliation. So I even turn down clients because I want them to go through counseling or therapy. Then when they're really sure that there's no reconciliation already, that's when I take on the case. So I'm not a legislator. So which means it's really up to the hands of the legislator. Ang fearless forecast ko, parang hindi.
Okay.
Parang hindi. The
Hindi
only
pa rin.
difference I see is that sa divorce or sa actually in the other countries, because I've seen already, it's not called divorce per se, it's called petition for dissolution of marriage. And then what comes out is a divorce decree. So what the
Okay.
person files a dissolution of marriage. Ang pinaka-ground lang na hindi natin na-address ngayon is the ground of irreconcilable differences.
Oo.
It's when both parties just say, hindi na talaga tayo magkasundo. But then, it doesn't anymore deal with why hindi kayo magkasundo or bakit. So, tayo, our laws now address that.
Yes, the wise.
So, ang fearless forecast ko is, baka hindi
Baka
pa.
hindi, oo.
Sadly, even if the whole world is already in it,
Correct. Yung
Ayun na
napag-usapan nga namin kagabi na kung may malaking chance, it could have been the previous administration,
Oo
no?
nga, kay
Parang
Duterte
missed
siguro.
opportunity yun, no?
Oo, na
Oo.
may ang divorce
Oo.
law. Pero wala.
Wala talaga.
Okay. Now, okay. May ano na tayo dun sa,
Yes.
yun, nakuha na natin
Okay.
ng fearless
Oo.
forecast ni Atty. Mylene
not that
about
I'm an
it.
authority.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
not,
Pero
Exactly.
yun nga, based on...
feeling ko lang na
Yeah.
hindi pa siguro mapapasok.
Okay. Now, doon naman tayo sa popular misconception ng mga Filipino. So, nabanggit namin kanina na the reason why they get married abroad, parang iniisip kasi nila na kaya sila magpapakasal doon para makapag-divorce sila later on if things things don't work out.
Correct.
Ano ba ang tamang pananaw dapat doon? Kailangan i-correct natin tong misconception na ito ni
Okay,
Mylene.
that's really a quick fix, especially in this time and age where yung mga kapwa natin Filipino, ang hiling natin bumiyahe.
Yes.
They think that if my marriage doesn't work out, I'll go to Hong Kong or the US or any other country in the world and file for divorce. If you're married, if you're a Filipino, married to a Filipino, and there has been no citizenship changes,
Yes.
you can choose to file that divorce, but that doesn't solve your problem.
Correct.
Because it's not only that there is no divorce in the Philippines, there are no divorce for Filipinos married to Filipinos.
Oo.
That's the stress there.
So it will not be recognized still no, here in the Philippines.
Yes, and then but people say, never mind, wala naman, hindi man kami lalaban eh. Okay na kami kung mag-divorce kami abroad. They don't see the consequences here. The consequences here is number one, you're still married here.
Yes.
So may utang si husband, pwedeng singilin si wife.
Correct.
And vice versa. So sasabihin naman, hindi, mayaman naman kami, may kaya kami, so kaya na namin bayaran yan. So solve yun. Ang di na nakikita is the succession rights.
Correct.
Oo.
Succession rights talaga, because even if I'm no longer married to you abroad, here, if I pass away, my husband is my heir.
Yes.
Magmamana siya kahit ayaw mo na sa kanya.
Correct.
So talagang, quick fix lang yan para lang may peace of mind ka, para siguro
Supposedly.
peace of mind kunyari, or ma-appease yung current partner mo or current lover mo na, sige, pwede na tayo magpakasal. It's still not going to solve the problem. And what I learned through life is that if you wanna live right, you have to do things right.
Correct, tama.
Para you don't make a mistake.
Oo, tsaka meron pa nga yan, di ba? Kasi nga, since hindi recognized yung divorce na yun dito sa Pilipinas, pag nagpakasal yung isa, actually, pwede pa nga makasuhan
Ng
niya
bigami,
ng
correct.
bigami, di ba?
Correct.
So, magkakaroon pa ng problema talaga.
Or pwede rin niyang gamitin nung Filipino ng way out na meron, at least may ground ako for subsequent bigamous marriage. Pag itong current lover ko na,
Yun nga,
pwede niyang lusot yun eh.
na subsequent, oo nga, no?
So meron din gumagawa ng gano'n, ha? And I
Sinasadya
know that.
talaga,
I've known that. Na kahit na divorce na siya abroad, pero hindi niya na-annotate yung divorce sa marriage contract, nagpakasal pa rin siya dito.
Kasi hiniwalayan niya.
Alam nila na may way out sila if this
correct.
current relationship does not work. But the thing is, when you are married, it's no longer, there's never an option na it won't work. Di ba? Dapat
Yes,
ganon.
correct. Kasi for keeps supposedly, di ba, you make that vow
Yes,
kasi, di
yes.
ba? Ayun. Anyway, so okay, so speaking of yun, divorce, no. So it's clear now that divorce between Filipinos obtained abroad cannot be recognized here in the Philippines.
Yes.
Pero in several cases na rin ng Supreme Court, especially yung Republic versus Manalo, di ba? Yun yung ibang klaseng divorce naman na pwedeng i-recognize ito sa Philippines. So could you please explain to our kauntahan ano-ano tong mga yung requisites nitong divorce that can be recognized here in the Philippines and at ano ang legal basis?
Ang legal basis syempre is Article 26, paragraph 2 of the Family Code na although there's no absolute divorce, there's what you call a relative divorce, which means that for certain circumstances, a divorce will be recognized.
Yes.
And what are these circumstances? Under the Family Code, it's when a marriage is validly celebrated between a Filipino and an alien spouse, and a divorce is validly obtained by the alien spouse, capacitating him or her to remarry, then that divorce will be recognized and the Filipino can remarry.
Okay.
So ngayon nagkaroon ng issue yan kasi nga ang nakalagay doon, it's a divorce validly obtained by the alien
The
spouse.
alien,
mga
correct. AFAM. Dapat ang AFAM
Ano
ang
ba yung
mag-initiate.
AFAM? Sorry, hindi ako...
Yun na yung parang popular term to
For
refer to the
foreigners.
foreigners.
Pero yes, kasi originally it meant a foreigner assigned in Manila.
Pero nag-evolve na siya na yung AFAM na, basta yung foreign na partner o spouse na isang Filipino, ang tawag na sa kanya AFAM.
Wow,
Kaya
may
for
natutunan
AFAM.
ako today.
So pag si AFAM ang kumuha
ng divorce.
which capacitates the Filipino spouse, pwede yun.
How about kung Pilipino? I mean, prior to that change siya. Before ba?
Before denied.
Denied.
Be
Diba?
denied. But then because of the People versus Marilyn Taniedo Manalo, Republic of the Philippines versus Marilyn Taniedo Manalo, it changed, it clarified that the law, they went into the legislative intent.
Yes.
So instead of looking at the actual words, they said it's not, the law does not say it should be initiated by the alien spouse.
Okay.
Except that the alien spouse validly obtains a divorce that capacitates him to remarry. So in this particular case, a 2018 case, this one actually clarified, the Supreme Court clarified that a Filipino can actually file for divorce provided that he is married or he or she is married to an alien or
an AFAM.
foreigner or an AFAM.
Okay.
Otherwise, wala pa ring powers
Wala pa rin.
mag-divorce ang
Oo.
Filipino.
Ayun.
Correct.
So,
Oo.
yun yung isang clarification
Oo.
pa. Tapos
Yes.
meron pa, di ba, Attorney Maylene, what about yung mga Filipinos na naturalized?
Yes.
Ayan.
Okay.
Oh,
That
so
was
ano
clarified
naman yan?
again by the Orbesido case.
So, doon
So, ang
naman.
nangyari doon naman is like say, hindi ko kayo
Filipino.
pakakasalan, no? Pero kung ako tsaka yung mister ko, parehas kaming Filipino, dito kami kinasal. Or even if we are married abroad,
Yes.
we are still Filipino.
Correct.
Yes.
So, whether we have to technically we have to register our marriage sa Philippine Embassy. Kaya kahit hindi mo i-register diyan, the fact that you are Filipino,
Filipinos.
you're really married,
Correct.
okay? In all aspects of the law. So when we're married, hindi kami pwede mag-divorce.
Yes.
Ngayon, pwede naman akong maghiwalay kami kunyari, pumunta ako ng Amerika. Pagpunta ko ng Amerika, dahil na-petition ako, na bago yung citizenship ko, naging American citizen ako, sabihin mo. Ngayon, kahit na dati akong Filipino, pwede na ako mag-file
Pwede na.
ng divorce.
Ng divorce.
Based on the Orbesido case, pwede na ako mag-file ng divorce. Tapos, magbe-benefit yung husband ko na nandito, or ex-husband ko na nasa Pilipinas. Kasi, siya naman, pwede niyang i-register na yung divorce na
Divorce.
ginawa ko.
Oo.
Pero ang key point dyan is that it should not be filed while you're still a Filipino.
Okay.
So you have to file the divorce when you've changed your citizenship. And the only time you can change your citizenship is not by divorcing your husband in the Philippines and remarrying someone there. And then, in effect, kasi dinivorce mo doon.
Oo.
So, nagpalit ka ng citizenship na nagpakasal ka sa ibang tao. So, ngayon, stricto na rin siyempre yung Amerika. Kasi paano ka ngayon magdi-divorce ulit or mag-aanal, kailangan pumalik ka sa Pilipinas para magpa-anal.
Okay.
So, hindi ka
kailangan
talaga-
mauna ang naturalization. So, only after you have been naturalized as an American, can you
Or
file
or
the
different
divorce.
citizenship.
Or
Oo.
citizenship.
Can you file
And
the
then, you file the divorce so that that divorce will have the effect of
Yes.
terminating the marriage
In
with the
effect,
Filipino.
in fact, ang nangyari pa, parang based on my experience, kapag, kunyari, ang mag-asawa, nag-divorce, dinivorce kita dahil gusto ko maging American citizen. So, maniniwala naman yung nasa Pilipinas na, sige, divorce mo ko para makabuti ang buhay natin. Punta siya doon, divorce siya. That person, that spouse, cannot petition the spouse.
Kasi nga divorce.
Divorce na sila
Yes,
eh.
okay.
So severed
Oo,
na yan. So
yeah.
ang mangyayari niyan, may circumvention pa yan.
Oo.
Si a naturalized American will have to petition the children,
Oo.
and the children will be the one to petition
the father.
The father, so it would
Grabe,
file.
no?
hindi pwede kasi
Oo,
bawal talaga.
yeah, bawal
In other words,
yun.
wise din ng American
Oh,
government.
correct. You can't just chase the American dream,
Yeah,
no? And then
but-
do bad.
But life is better in the Philippines.
True.
I have to say
diba?
that.
Yes.
Pero may follow-up question ako tungkol sa sitwasyon nitong naturalized Filipino.
Yes.
Kasi nga, di ba, meron ng clarification na
Yes.
pagka basta sa foreign spouse obtained a valid divorce, pwede naman si Filipino yung mag-file
Yes.
supposedly noon. So will that apply as well to a naturalized Filipino? Like for example, naturalized na siya.
Oo.
Tapos nalaman nung Filipino spouse na naturalized na tong
Basta hindi na siya Filipino.
Oh, hindi na
Hindi
siya
na,
Filipino.
oo.
Naturalized na siya na sa ibang bansa, for example.
Because of before, hindi pwede pa
Hindi
rin.
pwede.
Pero because of the
this,
Manalo
Okay,
case,
pwede na.
pwede na.
Pwede siya mag-file.
Kasi
nun.
American na yung
Correct,
asawa
correct.
niya eh.
Yes, oo.
Pero doon siya dapat magpa-file kasi,
Kasi wala
oh,
naman
wala
divorce.
naman
Walang
dito.
divorce.
oo.
Kahit
Correct.
kahit anong mangyari, wala
Oo,
talagang
wala.
divorce
Oo,
dito eh.
so kailangan niyang
Chismis
bumiyahe
pa rin
doon.
yung divorce sa
Correct.
Pilipinas.
So pumunta na
Okay.
tayo dun
Dun
sa,
sa steps.
Oo, sa
Ayan,
steps
okay.
na. Dun sa valid, paano ba, yun nga,
Nakakuha na
si
ng divorce.
Filipina spouse, yung afam niya, nakakuha na sila ng divorce doon. Paano ang steps na gagawin para ma-recognize yung foreign divorce na yun dito sa Pilipinas?
Okay, so it's really a petition to enforce or recognize a foreign judgment.
Okay.
So magpa-file po kayo, pasensya na kayo, hindi po automatic, hindi po pwedeng may dala na kayong
Yes.
divorce decree, pupunta.
Sa civil
Yung
registrar.
araw,
Oo.
I think na dahil di pa na alam ng LCR or ng PSA ngayon, yung NSO, kung anong gagawin, may time yata na parang natanggap yon or parang gray area talaga siya. So Ang nangyari ngayon, klinaro na kailangan mag-file po kayo ng kaso, hindi po pwedeng automatic. So gagamitin niyo po 'yon para ma-annotate po yung divorce doon sa marriage contract ninyo. Hangga't hindi po na-annotate sa marriage contract po ninyo 'yon, kasal pa rin kayo.
Okay.
So
oo.
importante po yung registration. Hindi lang po siya yung sabihin natin kumuha na kayo ng lawyer tapos mag-file na kayo ng petition for enforcement or recognition of the foreign judgment, which is the divorce decree. May requirements din. Nandyan yung you have to submit your PSA marriage contract.
Okay.
Kung syempre it will state kung American and Filipino. So assuming or whatever foreigner Filipino. Then second, kailangan yung divorce decree na ngayon hindi na authenticated by the Philippine Embassy but apostilled already by the Secretary of State. Oo. So ganun po. Tapos kailangan pati ho yung finality. Hindi lang po yung divorce decree. Kasi meron silang a second order. Aside from granting the divorce, there's a decree of absolute divorce. Meaning yun na yung final and wala nang turning back. So dalawang documents po yun. Ang pinaka-importanting document, yung pang-apat, is kailangan kumuha rin kayo ng apostilled copy nung divorce law.
Correct.
Which states that a person is restored to singleness or single status or a person can remarry once a divorce has become final. Without that divorce law that's apostilled, hindi po rin kayo magagrant.
Ayun.
Hindi ba pwede i-google na lang ni Judge yung batas na yun? Sabihin mo kay Judge, Judge,
judicial
under Australian law, for example, Australian, ayan, under Australian law, may divorce po doon. I-google nyo po, Judge.
Oh, di ba? Sana nga, ideal
sana
yun.
ganun na lang, no?
Judicial notice.
Oo, judicial notice.
Actually, hindi ko siya nagagalit si court administrator. So, nagkaroon ng first circular na Office of the Court Administrator announcing that the court should now take judicial notice of the divorce laws of X number of countries.
Correct.
Tapos, na-reverse yun. June yata yan. I'm not this year, ha? By July 2022, they changed the wording of judicial notice to the following certified true copies of the laws of each country on divorce are available at the OCA or the Office of the Court. So now, in short, walang judicial notice. In other words, sorry Judge, pero deadma pa rin. Kunyari, wala akong alam as a judge. Kailangan pa rin
I-present pa
nila.
din as
Oo.
fact.
In fact, there was a recent case, yung Republic of the Philippines versus Kikuchi, ni-require din talaga siya. Kahit na nandun na lahat, yung divorce law has to be apostilled kasi nag-submit siya.
So you have to
Pero kulang.
get it from the country
Yes.
where that law applies,
Yes.
no? So
Yeah.
medyo magastos pala itong no?
Magastos at medyo mahirap.
Matagal
Mahirap kasi
din.
pupunta ka sa law library ng nangyari yan sa isang kliyente ko na taga California. Pumunta siya sa California State Library, nagpa-certified true copy siya, pero pinadala niya sa akin. So one gastos na yan.
Yes.
Pinadala niya. Sa pagkita ko, sabi ko, hindi pwede to. Kailangan apostilled. So balik na naman siya
Binalik,
doon, kuha siya. Finally, sa California po, para lang sa mga nasa California nag-divorce, pwede ho kayong kumuha ng California law sa Secretary of State. Automatic na siyang gagawa na i-apostille niya pa. So yun yung gagamitin mo sa pag-submit sa court.
Dito sa court,
Pero
okay.
ito basic question. Saan ifa-file ang petition for recognition of foreign divorce here in the Philippines? Ang tanong
Ano
dyan,
yan, venue or jurisdiction?
yung venue. Like
Okay.
for example, saan ba? Like ako yung magfa-file noon. For example, taga Parañaque ako. Saan siya ifa-file?
Ako, ang rule of thumb ko is kung saan kinasal.
Okay.
Kung
Kasi
kinasal sa ibang bansa.
I-register mo doon, si last address dito. So makikita mo naman, i-declare mo yung address, tapos kung saan siya. Makikita mo naman kung ma-establish mo. Kasi otherwise, there's no jurisdiction. Wala. Pero ang venue, as far as kasi in effect, para siyang under 108.
Yes, Rule 108.
Na, so, it's where place of registration.
I see. Okay.
So, doon ka magfa-file. So, ako, yung katulad nung kliyente ko, hindi siya nakatira dito, pero gusto niya maayos yung buhay niya at records niya rito. Nag-file kami sa Makati kasi doon sila kinasal.
I see.
Okay, yeah.
Sa Makati. So, regional trial court.
Family
Regional
court.
trial court.
Family court, di ba?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it's not a family court.
Kasi ano siya,
Because it's
special
not,
proceeding siya,
it's
Rule
not,
108.
yes, it's
It's
not.
not a
I was
family
corrected by the judge when I asked him. I said, so judge, so this is a family court? No, I'm not a family court.
Oo, kasi
Correct.
recognition. Iba yun.
Hindi siya nullity or annulment document
Oo,
eh.
RTC
Okay.
ito.
Alright, ito may question ako. Kasi karamihan yan sa mga Pilipino na na gusto mag-avail nitong recognition foreign divorce, most probably they have already lived a life or are living their lives abroad.
Yes.
Pag na-file dito yan, pwede bang attorney in fact? Or sila mismo ang pupunta?
Meron ng mga nag-attempt na mag-file naman and entertained naman yan by the court kasi nga submission of documents
Okay.
lang.
Yes.
Ang kaya lang siya, umabot nga ng Supreme Court, yung kay Sakay yata to na case, if I'm not mistaken, it's because wala siyang law. Yung apostilled law. So, niremand ulit pababa
okay, oo.
ng Supreme Court
I see.
para sa submission of
Submission
the
of
the law.
Okay.
So,
Pero gaano katagal yung buong proseso nito? Like for example, from the time of filing, kasi yung mga usual questions,
Yes, correct.
di ba, na
Ay,
gaano
yung
katagal?
yung nullity talagang definitely it's
Oo.
public knowledge. It's taking so many
hindi
years.
naman, mga 1.5 to 2 years
Sa
lang
nullity?
yun, sa nullity.
Ngayon?
Ngayon.
okay.
Kung ano post, mga ganon. Pero meaning, kung magpa-participate si husband, adi
Mas
3 to 4
matagal.
years.
yan,
Pero itong petition
Ito, pag
for
ganito.
recognition of
Okay.
foreign divorce,
A year. Kaya lang natagalan kasi nga nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic.
Pandemic,
So,
correct, yes.
lahat naurong. Pero normally, within a year, kasi nga may publication lang naman, tapos initial hearing, and then hearing lang ng petitioner, then merong mga judges nagre-require ng written formal offer, pero may mga judges naman na verbal formal offer. So
Sa
kayong mga
bilis.
lawyers, kailangan ready kayo sa verbal formal offer kasi
yun na talaga.
oo,
eh.
merong mga judges na instantly
Oo,
detest
instant,
ka rin.
oo.
Para kang nagre-recite. So kahit na maputi na ang buhok ko, para ako nagre-recite sa
Pero
sa
hindi
korte.
hindi na magpe-present to ng witnesses, di ba?
Just
Baka
one, the petitioner.
so,
Correct.
paano kung wala si petitioner, attorney?
Then
in
the
fact?
attorney in fact.
Pero kasi ang maganda ngayon, yung nga, again, no, what if the petitioner is abroad? Meron naman na tayong overseas video
Oo,
conference.
video
Yes,
conference.
that was an option that I could have
Correct.
availed of, but when
Wala.
my client went to the Philippine consul in San Francisco, parang wala pa sila nung
Yes.
hindi pa sila ready.
Hindi pa ready.
And then, tinanong ko rin yung judge if he was willing na iset yung hearing in the afternoon. And then, siyempre, the judge is the king of the
Yes,
court.
correct.
So, no.
Go-
He said, I
oo.
only hold cases
In the
at
mornings,
8:30 in the
oo.
mornings.
Eh, yung time difference.
Yung time
Yes,
difference. So,
correct.
kawawa si Philippine consul, 9:30 ng gabi, nasa opisina
Oo,
siya.
yun.
So, talagang
So,
pinauwi ko.
pinauwi niyo.
So, what I did, kasi nga, ang nangyari naman, pag uwi ng kliyente, kung mariset.
Oh, yung
Yes,
lang.
yun yung
Oo,
problema.
correct.
So, what I did for a specific 2 clients is I filed a manifestation and motion na this is the time lang na pwede siya rito. Kung makakancel kami ng Thursday, gawan mo ako ng
Isa pa.
Friday.
Oo.
Yes.
Buti na lang nagawa ko yan for a client. So, ang nangyari, si judge was considerate. He moved it earlier. Kasi magli-leave daw siya ng 18. So, let's say 18. So, 16 niya schedule.
At nandito pa si client mo.
Oo, nandito pa talaga. So, practice
Oo.
talaga. Na
Kaya,
kabado ng mga...
kabado,
Kasi hindi
oo.
talaga biro naman ang mag-file ng kaso sa korte. Kahit anong kaso.
Correct.
Oo.
Yes.
So, yung kaba ng kliyente o ng petitioner or ng respondent, laging nandun.
Okay, meron akong last question siguro, no? I remember in that case of Republic versus Manalo, nag-dissent si Justice Leonen.
Yes.
Sabi niya kasi, this interpretation could possibly open doors for Filipinos to marry affams and then, avail of divorce like it's a regular thing. Like, i-experiment ko tong marriage na to. Kung hindi man okay, then I'll marry another foreigner and all that. So, mukha bang may nagkaroon ba ng increase of numbers of Filipinos and Filipinas marrying foreigners and then availing of divorce and then marrying the second time or third?
Parang hindi ko siya na-encounter because normally yung mga lumalapit sa akin yung tipong 10 years ng kasal.
yes.
Hindi naman siya yung instant na parang si Britney Spears nagising kasal
Oo, tapos
kinabukasan.
ayaw
Hindi.
na.
Correct,
And
correct.
Filipinos take marriage seriously.
Yes, correct.
So as I said in my memorandum to the Supreme Court for the Tan Andal case, no one gets married or no one attends no one gets married thinking it will fail.
Yes.
Kahit sino yan, nandyan yung doubt na pero sige, baka mag-work ito. Sige, so lahat talaga, kahit na alanganin
Correct,
ka, magpapakasal ka thinking it will work. Tapos talagang, hindi pala talaga. Ganon.
Yun
Correct.
na yun.
Kaya dapat ganun na rin ang thinking for this divorce. So let's not
Yes.
fear something that hasn't even happened yet, no?
True.
It's too presumptive to say that
Yes.
people will abuse it.
Yes,
So,
yun na nga.
Yeah,
Oo.
that's
Tama
true.
naman yun.
Correct.
Oo.
Because no one has abused naman din the
Yeah.
relative divorce,
Or,
aspect or
correct.
the
Ayun.
option.
O, diba? Ayan. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Marriage Counseling 101.
Yes.
Ang dami pa sana natin pwedeng pag-usapan.
Oh, diba?
Ayan.
Hay
Ayan na.
nako, eto na naman. Kung kailan sumasarap palalo ang talakayan, time is up na naman po. But then again, we are truly and deeply grateful to Attorney Maylene, no, for helping us discuss and clarify the essentials to our kauntahans regarding marriage, divorce, and of course, recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines.
Naku, agree ako dyan, Attorney Allen. Maraming salamat, Attorney
Salamat
Maylene,
din
for
po.
this. Now, before we end, meron ka bang parting words for our kahuntahan? So, parang pabaon mo sa kanila. You now
Okay.
have the floor.
Well, madaling magpakasal, mahirap magpaanal.
Ayan.
So on the day of your wedding, at meron kayong single doubt, please listen to that doubt. Hanapin nyo yung wingman nyo or wing person, sabihin nyo na sa kanila na, may doubt ako, hindi ko itutuloy ito. Mag-party na lang tayo dahil may reception na bayad na.
No.
Pero ang sa akin, listen to your intuition. That's your instinct or your intuition telling you how you should survive or what you should do. And you should listen. In other words, parang safeguard.
Yeah,
Ako ang iyong konsensya.
Ayan. Makinig
Ha?
sa inyong konsensya.
So mas madaling magpakasal talaga. Pera lang yun, gagastos ka lang. Pero yung magpaanal, may emotion. Ang hirap nun.
Ayan.
Wow. Ay nako, ganda. Ganda. Thank you very much,
Thank
Attorney
you also for having
Maylene.
me.
Oh, and we hope we can still invite you the next time for a different
different
topic.
Sige.
naman.
Sana
Sige.
nag-enjoy ka naman dito sa aming show.
Kung gusto pa nila at gusto
Oh,
ninyo.
yes,
Of
diba?
course.
Of course.
Ayun, so maraming salamat sa inyong pagsama mga kahuntahan, no? It's so sad na we have to end the show like this. Pero next week uli ha, ako po muli si Attorney Al Jumrani.
At ako naman po si former Judge Jing Uyenko Nolasco, and I'm truly thankful, we are truly thankful to Attorney Maylene for this. At of course sa inyong mga kahuntahan. Sana po ay marami kayong natutunan tungkol sa topic natin ngayon. At syempre pa, kung may mga katanungan pa po kayo after this, please feel free to message us anytime. Till our next episode dito sa show natin na For the People, By the People, Of the People. This is the
People's Court.